Alright, good morning chat. Hi guys, welcome. Oh god. Okay. Download. Oh shit, I hope the... I... It should be over by now, right? The maintenance. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I know there was a maintenance, there was a small update last night. A few hours ago, I guess. Okay, we're in, we're good, yatta! Boom, baby! Okay. Oh god. Woo! So, today the goal is going to be, we are going to try to get some progress into the story, the main story. Because I did finish, those shenanigans. Though, there was something I wanted to do because I'd forgotten to just check the fourth Walpurgis night. To Theatre, the Noon of Violet, Ordeal of Violet, episode 1. Oh, they did it differently here. The new, that's pretty fun. Okay, let me see. Theatre. Grant us love. Oh my god, that's the teleporter thing. Ordeal of Violet. Alright, let's check it out. Okay, that's cool, Bill. I like that. More Lobo Corp. Alright, I did as you asked, Faust. I looked up toward Faust, away from the PDA in my hands, as it rattled and fixed the identity card into each slot. Today is the fourth Walpurgis night. The location is the same Lobotomy Corp headquarters of the past we visited. Its point in time in the branch of possibility uncertain. Thank you. Please proceed with the slotted identities to suppress the imminent ordeal. I've started in the Lobotomy Corp identities I pulled up during the previous Walpurgis night. Faust probably wants to study the correlation between Walpurgis night itself and the identities that can be pulled up only during each Walpurgis night. Well, it ain't much of my business what identity we're supposed to wear, but can't you at least bother telling us where we are? I swear it's always you two. Yeah, I agree. Won't know what to do if you keep the important stuff just between the two of you, right? Yeah, what he said. I was trying to find a way to avoid sounding irritated. You've a way of mincing words, don't you? Thanks, lad. Huh? I guess. Have you? Functionally upgrade? Come on, don't talk about me like I'm a machine or something. First cleared our throats in an attempt to clear the air and stem the conversation from going on a tangent. We are, as the information team department of the former L Corp headquarters. Ooh! Yes, sir, baby! Information team. Well, do I recall that the place we had visited was called the Control Team Department? Maybe they had a new department with every Walpurgis night. The training team and the safety team, both adjacent to this department, are currently accessible. Therefore, your assessment is untrue. However, it is possible that there is a reason the first place the door connected to was this location. Perhaps further analysis may yield more concrete information. She's trying to take a more active role in learning things for herself. It seemed that the events at the warp train rattled her more than I thought. She was probably concerned that similar loss of connection to that repository of false knowledge may occur again. This place is pretty barren, huh? The more I look around, the more I see just purple. You got it right. You can't chalk it up to just being a corporate office. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like a great workplace environment at all. A good commander decorates his subordinates living spaces with their moral in mind, even if it means going against their own taste. Whoever leads his departments must be somewhat quite unfit to lead. I bet they're not the only one who's unfit to lead. Ishmael was rummaging through a pile of miscellaneous items muttered from a distance as out his muse at the ceiling. I found some employee doodles and scribbles back here. I suppose the department leads were called Sephirah. They're saying something about how their Sephirah is... well, ooh, that's some spicy profanity. Spicy! I will read them. Mersault, you don't have to read the insult and profanities. Understood. In that case, I will instead peruse the document first and produce a comprehensive summary. Sometime later. That is all. Okay, so first of all, thanks for skipping past all the profanities, but Wow, that made me feel bad. I've got nothing to do with this place. It is not uncommon to see department leads shouting and butting heads, but perhaps a physical altercation would have been preferable to letting such bitter animosity fester like this. It was clear to us that the Sephirah did not share a very healthy work relationship with one another. Not to mention that not many employees really put their faith in the Sephirah. Hey, this Sephirah they call Malkuth. She must have been the Sephirah of the control team department where I fought the ordeal last time. I can tell from the way she talks that she treats her employees like parts of a machine, driving them to their deaths, replacing them when they inevitably crumble. I guess a wing is a wing after all. Yeah, look, here's a conversation log with Hod, the Sephirah of the training team. Looks like she started off pretty rough but managed to avoid making things hostile in the office. From the sound of it, she really cares for her employees. Oh well, that's a whole another type of annoying though, you know? Then her heart would never have rested easy as long as she was here. The grievances of the employees would have reached her ears nonetheless. Hey, Daisai, what's up? How are you doing today? She may have given herself dose of painkillers she hid under the label of altruism, that she truly cared for them despite it all. And this Yesod must have been... I see. The Sephirah of the information team department here. Clearly a stickler for the rules. Viper, he was called. Perchance he had an unsavory habit of sinking his teeth into his employees. I'm good, and you? I'm doing okay. Kind of feeling a bit, potat. Is that the red mist? What's up, YouTube? What's up? How you doing? Is that a red mist? That's a meme. Alright, let me think. Sorry about that. My head is hurting. I mean, not hurting, but I'm feeling like a little bit of a daze, if that makes any sense. I had to answer a message. My apologies. Okay. It's only a figure of speech. It does seem like the irritating type, but it would have served as a decent strategist. This appears to be a meticulous record of the work schedules. According to that digital calendar, the upcoming schedule is fast approaching. There is no time to share the details regarding the ordeal. I suppose we should have checked the documents first. A heavy thump of the light follows out his deep sigh. The lobby light suddenly changed and the floor began to tremble. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. We knew that an ordeal was coming after all. I'm lagging badly, I can't watch the stream properly. Ah, that sucks. Maybe the Twitch stream works better for you for some reason. Maybe it's an issue with YouTube, so you can always check if it works on Twitch. If not, I mean, the video will be here if you want. But I'm sorry to hear that it's not working properly for you. Still, I wish we'd have some prior knowledge of our enemies this time. Yeah! What in the name of wings is that creature? Vermin, is it? 'Tis so far, yet appears so grand in size. Naturally, we whipped around to look at Don Quixote, who then directed our attention towards something writhing at a distance. A thing of bizarre shape, crawling and squirming. If they have appeared in the safety team's corridor as well, then... There's more. There's more! Foster, anything you can tell us about them before they start rushing us? I shouted, watching with horror as the curiously vile grub-like creature slowly spawned into the hallway from thin air. Okay. Even though she probably didn't have much to tell me about them anyway. They will not rush us. They will report that these entities are rather slow. Manager Esquire! In fact, they are an Ordeal of Violet. Dawn. If they are indeed Violet, it is unlikely that we will have much time to discuss this further. We must immediately engage them, starting from the safety team hallway. A similar situation is very likely imminent in the information team and the training team hallways. Huh? Huh? See what? We've got to crush them like this is time or something. That would be an apt attitude, yes. The entities will soon be manifesting in every department. If you fail to quickly clear the zone and seek and destroy them in other departments. If you don't, then we may come face to face with the kind of pandemonium we would rather not have the displeasure of experiencing. Every Clipboard counter in each department will immediately drop to 0. And thus the abnormalities contained within shall be released. Oh, bollocks, come on! We just got off that bloody warp train! I think we had enough of the wing shenanigans to deal with by now. Yeah, zip it and grab your weapon. I'm going in. Okay, so, wait, am I supposed to do this part here? I don't know what's going on in here, but we'll do that. This should be fine as a team, probably. Let's go. Wait, announcer. Oh, this one is fixed, okay. Up to 10 tag. I guess I can call this one story, right? Boop, that's my story team, baby. Huge! Manager Esquire! Squirrel! But I'm still sad about Squirrel Esquire, not gonna lie. Casual British guy accent after coming back from Wuthering Heights. True. Alright, I did as you asked first. I looked up toward Faust, away from the PDA in my hands. Is that what we just saw? Yeah, I think so. So just doing this automatically give you the story. Okay, fair enough. Let's do the fight. Let's motherfucking go, baby. Let's motherfucking go. Ah, it's my best friend. Ah, dude, Peak. Peak. Love them fruits. What did they do? They gain understanding. Alright, let me see. I gotta see it. Plus 5% damage per stack. Take plus 5% damage per stack. Fair enough. If target has 10 minus SP, 10 or lower is what means probably clash power plus 1. Inflict envy, fragility, and mental fracture. SP loss efficiency plus 1 per stack. Max 5 expires when it reaches 5 stack and takes 10 SP damage. Okay. If clash power plus 1, gain 1 understanding, inflict mental fracture. This unit self-terminates after a certain amount of turn passes. When this unit deals damage, it also deals 1 to 3 SP damage. Okay. Hi Kate, how are you doing today? Look at that! They're so cute! It's kind of weird to see them in Limbus Company. Bruh, no viewers, but I agree. I do agree. Thank you for letting me know, though. I remember this thing's in L Corp is so annoying. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like them. I think they're kind of cute. There's something about them. They're just like, I'm an egg. I'm an egg. It is what it is. Okay. Let's see here. Dominating. Dominating. Alright. Let's go. At the end turn, this is so peak. True. Meowdy, how's it going? I'm going okay. I'm doing fine. I'm alright. How's the kitty? I'm alright. Just kind of chilling and vibing. Yeah. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. They look a bit more fluffy in this game. I guess so. They kind of remind me of some of the mermaids from Kanto 5? Is it 5? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just yeah. I played until late last night. I was just doing some 100-line defense. The last defense academy was fun. But I'll just, yeah, fuck it. Peel the skin, cook the inside? I would have no idea. I mean, some people eat slugs and shit, so, I mean, I'm sure some people would enjoy them. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit dizzy, a bit dazed, but I'm good. I had a salad before stream, so I'm just kind of chilling. Tomorrow's your birthday, meaning you get more money to spend on Limbus. Hey, Pagu. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, I'm going with the win rate here. I mean, like, unless it's like a tough fight or a boss, I'm just like, this is, yeah, whatever. I apologize. I know a lot of the Project Moon fans hate win rating. But that way I can just chat with you. May that dizziness go away soon. I hope so too. I hope so too. I still have a little bit of pain with the piercing, because we had to not fully re-pierce, but like it had starts scarring, I guess, so we had to re-pierce it. So it's hurting a little bit, but it's good. I beg the Project Moon make one of the birds as an idea. Yeah, true. Can you imagine if they made Apocalypse Bird an idea? Bro, that would be insane. That would absolutely be fucking insane. Unclashable dies. I don't like that. Alright, let me see. Big damage, big damage, big damage. We're just gonna clash this one. Favor. Dominate him, okay. I tried to kill this guy. Resist puffs. How to fight this thing? Just, I don't know, fuck him up. Got him. Hey. Let's just do that. How dare you? Let's use this instead. Alright, good shit. What a resist buff. Is there some kind of weather resist? I don't know. Wait, no. Where to fight this thing? Walpurgis Night number 4. Walpurgis Nacht. You got an awesome ID? Ooh, do tell. Yeah, that was like the mini Walpurgis Night 4, just before Counter 7. Lupa for Wuwa, I saw, dude. That's fucking rough. I think she looks awesome. I didn't expect her to look this awesome. I don't know why. But I really want Cartethia, so yeah. My priority is Cartethia. If somehow I don't get Cartethia, then I'll get Lupa, but yeah. Is anyone exploding here? Why is everyone focusing on this one? Come on. Get your head back in the game, motherfucker! Unclashable. Unclashable. That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. Oh, that's the way we do it. I guess over here, just in case he's still alive. If Gian had a stint in Septimon to learn how to channel the dragon, it seems it might be similar. Maybe. Septimon, here we go! Wahoo! Riz buff, I think was the snack from way back. I know Reese's, but I don't know about Reese's Puff. But I mean, if it's from the same brand, most likely, yeah. Just some kind of chocolate and caramel ooey shit. Maybe dulce de leche. I have no idea. Oh, greatest love, baby! My man! Yep, there it is. As expected. You don't want to be in the same room as Mrs. Love. That's 200 damage. Sometime later. It's a cereal. Oh, okay. What they should make it so that the ID has one ego of each bird. So like Justicia, Big Bird's ego suit, Punishing Bird ego gift or gun. Definitely use switch your Apocalypse Bird ego state. That would be insane. Sometime later. As a relief, at least it wasn't indestructible. A rubble of broken stone lay about the exhausted sinner's feet. But that didn't last long. I see. It fades away to naught. Yes, while the entity took the form of a stone's tail, an object commonly composed of inorganic matter, it is likely that the existence itself is perceived as a religious artifact in certain indeterminate locales. True. The giant object did suddenly appear out of thin air before dropping right in front of us. The stele, which had once threatened the sinners with its tentacles, soon disappeared from our sight like it never existed. If Foss hadn't pushed me into the hallway just in time, I would have been... Dante! Dante! Wham! We would have all died forever if that thing had crushed me too. We were not crushed by the stele, to be exact. The real issue was the shockwave that came after the crash. Anyway, new game, what is this? This is Limbus Company, from the same people behind Lobotomy Corporation as well as Library of Ruina. It is set in a world that is very Lovecraftian. Lots of psychological horror and shenanigans going on. It's terrible, it's depressing, but I fucking love it. I have to go on to be a Zanny simp. I have her on my lock screen and phone wallpaper. Damn! I mean, Zanny is great. I haven't played a story yet. We're not crushed by the stele. Blah, blah. Or thought it slipped away in time? Oh no, indeed, the shockwave would be so deadly. We're going to have to find a way to deal with the shockwave somehow. It would be too risky to continue with our Walpurgis night expedition. I'm not saying that I'm scared of the pain I have to go through when reviving the sinners, which really hurts, of course, especially when it's 12-fold, but I'm not sure if I want to ask them repeatedly run a mission that's guaranteed to kill them in the end. Moreover, we don't even know if whatever we'll find here will be worth all the trouble. According to the information given, it is said that the ordeals cannot occur in immediate succession. They can't occur right after one another? What, did the giant piece of rock have nothing to do with an ordeal then? I wonder which Midnight or Abnormality we fight next Walpurgis. The Walpurgis? Oh! It will be after the second dream-linked canto, right? Dream. I doubt it would be Feast. So I don't think it would be the orange one. I don't think it would be the robot. Honestly, it could just keep being purple. Maybe it would be Midnight Purple. Allô? Allô? It's a weird fucking phone call. Okay. Yes, it was indeed an Ordeal of Violet. However, this was the noon of Violet. The seasons take roughly 3 weeks. I mean, they literally did drop the, they did drop the entire fucking goddammit, they're calling me again. Alright, just some weird ad. I say get the fuck off. I thought this was empty at first. No, sorry. How you doing, Hermie? Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. They're gonna do something worse than Nonsense Manager don't exist. I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't finished what happens after Canto 7. I haven't started, actually, but I did finish Canto 7. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Don. Except for Bad End Honglu. You're gonna get fucked by orcs or something? What is this? An eroge visual novel? Orgies of the Noon are a degree higher than Ordeals of the Dawn, which we already have experience with. First brows were frowning at an imperceptible angle. She was sighing even as she relayed that information to us, clearly perturbed by something. Hoping to give me more whack ego's ID to mess around with. True. Did you guys get Reindeer Honglu? I think I'm like, literally like 5 fragments away from Reindeer Honglu and I'm mad. Oh, that's what you meant. Like Captain Ishmael, the harpoon one. So you mean like Wild Honey Eastcliff, for example? Yeah. What were they for the previous character? Captain Ishmael, probably. Oh, yeah, N Corp Sinclair. Yisang. I guess... Oh, I don't know. Was it the... Oh, I don't know. Because I know he had, like, the sun shower one. But it's probably, like, the... what's it called? Spice Bush, thank you. But in Clairtime, Rhyme Shank Rodia, Let Get It Apple Gregor. Le Apple Gregor? Oh, G-Corp Gregor. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I suddenly recall Foss speculated back at the warp train that the Gesellschaft may have made a purposeful omission. You think this is Gesellschaft withholding information from you again? There is no evidence to say for certain they did not withhold information regarding the Ordeal of Noon. Thus, a more likely explanation is that this was merely a manifestation of a rare possibility. Yet your suggestion does concern me. If it was indeed a manifestation of a rare possibility, then we must seek for clues in the Walpurgis night that may point us to an explanation. So, should we explore further? But... Hello everyone, can you hear me? A loud buzz, crackle, and an unfamiliar voice broke through the awkward sounds we're meandering in. Is that Malkuth? Blimey, he said that. Oh, I hearken unto thee. Oh, I guess I can't hear you answer anyway. Oh, it's Hod! Oh, Hod is so cute, I love her. Kahum. Ignore what I just said. Hello, this is Hod from the training team speaking. It appears that the Sephirah Hod, whose name we first learned of in the earlier documents, is the one speaking to us. So this is her voice, huh? Gotta say, this is kinda what we all expected her to sound, right? We are all investigating how and why an ordeal of Noon occurred immediately after the dawn. I understand that an unfamiliar situation like this may cause a sense of alarm and anxiety. But there is nothing to worry about as long as you remember the instruction under the exception number 40 AA measure, which I made sure to mention in every training session. Pat the heart, she deserves it. Exception number 40 AA. Just how many exceptions did she come up with? She must be a leader with a very hands-on approach to team management. Commanders who are overprotective of their personnel often make such mistakes. Guys, I don't think it's time to share our first impressions. We don't know what measure she's talking about. At this rate, we'll get... Oh. There was a dull squeaks just as Sinclair began to air his concerns. Is Walpurgis? Yeah, Walpurgis 4. Did that just get shot? You there, at the lobby. You've been dozing off during our drills, haven't you? I'm pretty sure I explained that in outlier cases like this, we'll be firing physical intervention shield bullets we share with the middle layer. So why are you acting all surprised like you've never been shot before? Shield bullets? Huh, that bullet does look kind of familiar, actually. We carefully approached Sinclair to take a close look at the projectile hit him. Oh hey, I recognize this. This looks just like the decay ampoule. That almost melted me into a pearl back at K Corp. Ugh, I'm getting unpleasant goosebumps just from thinking about it. You were totally badass though, is she? Jumping right in front of Dante, taking the bullets for them and everything. She went ahead and held the bloody harpoon to cloak and shoulder herself only a few months later. Like a good circular narrative structure. Mephi's pretty strong. What if Mephistopheles is just a hell train from L Corp? Choo choo! Chugga 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 cha cha! Fuck the train! Yatta! Okay, you smartasses. It is not a K-Corp ampoule, which, while it is true that K-Corp's technology was used to regenerate its employees, but I feel like this fundamentally differs from the type of technology used by K-Corp. Yo, is that Dante from Dante's Inferno? Yeah, it is. No, it's actually Dante from DMC5. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. It's not a train, it's a bus. Yeah, well, the bus also became a fucking boat. So maybe it was a train that became a bus that became a boat that became a bus again. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You can't say it's not possible. It is said that Lobotomy Corporation maintained collaborative relationship with other wings, including K Corp. Through the said collaboration, they obtained bullets and impulse of diverse functionalities useful for the workings of this company. It appeared that this shield bullet is a result of one such partnership. Wait, then this bullet will... It is said that this bullet can partially negate physical damage, which is also known as red damage in Lobotomy Corporation terminology. It will likely shield us from the shockwave created by the stele as well. We'll have a counseling session later about your lack of focus during training. For now, please try to suppress this ordeal of noon as soon as possible. I'll give everyone a physical intervention shield, so let's try to take care of this ordeal with as few casualties as possible. Dante, let us... Oh, right, let's get a move on and deal with the Order steles as well. Indeed. It would be preferable if we return after confirming the destruction of steles in older areas as well. We'll have to visit Lobotomy Corporation headquarters of different possibilities as well. We will make use of the Sephirah of the shield as soon as we are able to... Then. I can't speak today, I'm sorry. I feel like I've got asthma as well. I think I'm sick. Guys, I think I got sick. Let me take some meds. I'm feeling sick and I have trouble breathing, which makes doing voices hard. What other game is based on Dante's Inferno? Good idea. Thanks to the unexpected support from a Sephirah, we're able to explore further to the Walpurgis night. All this training were for the own good. Is that so hard to understand? It was just that I couldn't help but think back to Hod's last few utterances that managed to slip through the static. It made me wonder what really went down here, at the headquarters of Lobotomy Corporation. Believe me, you don't want to know. Although they would learn more about the Golden Bows. Les Golden Bounty. Was that all of it? Wait, what? Which was it? It was this one, the fourth Walpurgis night. Hardo! 12 people! That's a lot of peeps, chat. It's a lot of peeps, yes sir. Alright, let's go. QOH. No, I don't. Let's fucking go! No idea. Oh, wait, no. I think you were... I misread. QH. I don't know. QH? Ah, look at that! We even have the fucking thing top left! That's fucking awesome, dude! I love it! Alright. Sang passive Omer is pretty good, but you tie him because I just recently got him and he's level 1. I haven't done anything with him and I don't have the resources, probably. Ah, you meant Queen of Hatred. Yep. Love her. This gameplay reminds me of FGO a bit, but actually good. Yo, true. I fucking hate FGO's gameplay. I think it's not terrible. Jumpscare was already following. Hey, known liar, thank you so much for the raid, I appreciate it. How was your Limbus Company stream? Did you have a good time? This is a gacha game. It is, yes. It absolutely is a gacha game. Limbusing all over the company, as one does. As one does! You gotta, you simply gotta. Right now I'm lobotoming all over the company though. When will they finally release Queen of Hatred Outies? They really should. You made a lot of progress in the story. Hey, how far are you? She got to F2 of the first dungeon and had a stroke. Ah, that's unfortunate. I hope you're okay. I was saying the pink shoes possessed are all 002 and the clay dolls are 001. 01? I don't know. It's based on the old work from the past, right? Could a factory ID should be like Pento Yiseng and give you a random effect onto enemies, like bleed or sinking? Maybe. What about the pink shoes? Aren't they red shoes? Pink shoes possessed are all... Oh! Never mind. Honglu, Queen of Hatred, I'm waiting. Honglu? Honglu? F2 of the C1 dungeon? I don't even know what that is. Are we talking about like Canto? Oh, Canto 1. Okay, yeah, I get it. That's good times. How are you enjoying so far? We do enjoy. Oh, dude, I fucking love Yuri. Honglu Magic Girl must be an idea. Who do you think would be the IDs of all the Magic Girl? Queen of Hatred, Autis. I would could see that happening. Oh, but King of Dream has got to be Rodia. That makes sense, right? Because she loves to gamble and have money. Who would be... What's the last one again? The Night one? Oh, I don't remember her name. Night of Depression? Night of Sadness? Night of Mourning, maybe? Night of Despair. I think Night of Despair could be... Ooh, who could that be? Maybe Mersault. Unironically, maybe Mersault. Night of Despair Dawn. That could also make sense. Queenie Dawn, Greed Ishmael, Orange. Despair, Rodion. Wrath, Heath. I don't know. I haven't decided what I chose. Night of Despair could be anybody, to be honest. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Once again, though, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I'm KittyKathee. Hi, nice to meet you. I hope you have a great stream and that you have a great day. Wow. And thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I don't know. I feel like the greed theme fits better to Rodia. Especially if you consider the base work where in Crime and Punishment they literally killed 2 people, one of them completely innocent just because they wanted money. How long in the story are you? I finished Canto 7, so I'm pretty far. So I don't want to spoil you. To the one with old Queen of Hatred willing, or is it forced upon? I haven't played Limbus Company, Lobotomy Corp, or Library of Freedom in a while. You have to admit, Ishmael would rock the dress though. Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. Alright, let's see. We need to kill those things before they explode, if I can. Only this one is exploding. I'll just make it safe. Be safe about it. This goes here, this goes there. This goes here, this goes there. Okay. Queen of Hatred, Dawn. I don't know if Dawn really hates anyone. That's the thing. I just don't see Dawn being a representation of hatred. If anything, I feel like Night of Despair would fit her better. Thanks, Apollo. Have a good one. Cheers. You're still going too deep? Fair enough. Let's just not use that enhance ability. I'll just use my lower skills. It has to do with the Dawn's Canto. I think Dawn would fit Queenie. I've played Canto 7. I have. Although actually Queen of Hatred could also fit well, I don't know. I guess it could also fit someone like Ishmael to some extent. If we take, like, if we talk about who has the most hatred, who has the most, like, greed, and who has the most, like, despair, I think it would actually fit Ishmael, Rhodia, and Don Quixote in that order. You can get pissed if pushed, yeah, but all of them can get pissed if pushed. You could, like, in terms of hatred, like, fucking, like, you barely have to fucking touch, what's his name? You just have to exist and you're gonna piss off fucking Heathcliff, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of them just get pissed for any reason. Work meeting, have a good time with the work. But yeah, I do agree with you. I think it's an interesting option. At the end of the day, we could just have multiple characters have all of the different IDs, right? It's not like we have to one of them has to have one of them. I could definitely see multiple of the sinners having the same IDs for sure. Actually, I would love that. I want all 12 sinners to be Queen of Hatred. Work meeting! Work meeting! Return to the training team hallway again. According to the work education manual, we're going to need a physical intervention shield to survive the noon of Violet shockwave. We stood huddled together at the hallway, remembering what Hod, the Sephirah of the training team, told us. It wasn't long before the same bullets from earlier struck us. Red barrier began to form around the sinners who were struck by the bullets. Let's see. According to the schedule, we have some time until the next noon arrives. I don't see Heathcliff or Ishmael really being a bringer of justice. Sure. I get you. One of the sinners noticed an emergency response manual posted on the hallway walls. On it were instructions on how to use a console installed in the hallway to activate the regenerator systems connected to the safety team. This seems like it would be worth a try. Okay. If we hurry, we might be able to activate the regenerator before the noon arrives. Gloom envy rule. My queen is gonna do this. You got this, easy peasy. Yatta! Don Quixote's face lights up as they read the manual. Soon, an announcement let us know that the regenerator distinguisher has been modified, reactivating most functionalities of the regenerator. Physical intervention shield activated. All allies heal 3 HP every turn. Ooh. I want a red mercenary HUD. ID. Red mercenary ID. Pumpkin rolling by. We do like pumpkins. They're good. I want, you know what I want? I want red mist. I want red mist outies. That'd be pug. Oh, you know what I want actually? I want Arbiter outies. Red mist can be someone else. Aren't they gonna do fixers? Probably not. But that would be fun. Actually, based on the Seraph. That's what I said. Red Mist and Bina. Bina is an Arbiter. Or was, I suppose. Yo, what Pumpkin doing here? Why not? Anytime soon? Yeah, absolutely. It's just, you know, enjoying the what ifs. I was saying, give it to me right now! I was just going, that's big fucking cool. Looks like we can restore one of the deactivated systems of the safety team, apart from the basic functionalities of the regenerator. Which one will we reactivate? Netch Gregor? What about, Carmen Ishmael? Deactivate of the safety team. Select to heal HP for, I don't know, mental corruption neutralizing gas. Let's go with that. That way we get 30 SP for him. Angela, Faust identity. Well, if Faust is not Angela already, sure. I'm still very sus of Faust. I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like Faust could be like an offshoot of Angela somehow. Faust is based on the books, the book Faust. True. Tentacle Tomb Monster, very epic. It really is. Red Eyes and Penitence Ryoshu is kind of a Red Mist idea. I guess so. I don't know. I feel like if it was Red Mist, would be carrying like Justicia and Mountain of Corpse at the same time or something, you know what I mean? Not the fucking first weapon. Or at least like, no, wait, it's Mountain of Corpse and the Smiling Mountain of Bodies and the fucking El Capo, right? The music note. The third one is Justicia and something else. Or is it just Justicia? I don't remember. The first phase, yeah, I know. But that's why I feel like if you're gonna have a Mist ID, it should be the third phase. Or at least the second phase, not the first one. The first one is like the least cool one. In my opinion, obviously. Good night, Gorbel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Red Mist Ryoshu, that would be Pog. Get him, Queen! Yeah! I didn't check what the style does, actually. What do you do? Clash power +1, envy fragility, yeah, whatever. Alright. Mirkala! I wanna yearn! Yearning, being more than friends! Pull up, doing up my hair! Yearning, being more than friends! Get a boop boop, dip a doop boop, beep beep boop. Roland Heathcliff would make so much sense. Roland Heathcliff. I haven't played enough for Library of Ruina to say. Although, I will say, Ian Heathcliff could also make sense considering the fucking obsession he had with Carmen. But I'm too early into, I'm way too early into Library of Ruina, so I don't know. Don't spoil me! Don't spoil me! Ah! Ah! Yatta! Ayo! Got him! Pupeta! Dude! 100%. That'd be insane. Podea idea would be insane. Alright, was that all? I assume that was all, right? This is just gonna be some of the story here, so we don't get the epilogue of this side. Yeah, okay, so we did this. Alright, big skip. Alright, I guess that's all there was here. Okay, thank you for coming. See you later. Alright, the fifth Walpurgis Nacht. Sure, por qué no? Book of the Church of Gears. Oh shit! Agreed? Is it a great time? Will you enter the Book of the Church of Gears? Yes, please. Little robot. This seems like a good place to end it, Dante. And what? Alright. I do consultation with the seniors where there's a need to do so, but I also invite them for regular consultation as well, regardless of the necessity. Our conversations were usually pretty inane and somewhat perfunctory, to the point where I feel like I'm just going down a list of things to say, asking obvious questions like, how are you doing? Are you dealing with any difficult emotions? Or other queries of similar nature. Which means that most of our consultation end up being idle chatter. But White Knight, can you imagine? Dude, who even would be White Knight? You know, if they make White Knight, it should just be Dante. Dante White Knight as a playable character. It makes sense. Then you have like the 12 apostles. But except they're all sinners, instead of just one. Well, so we're good here, right? First believe so, yes. Your continual growth has been observed throughout the repeated consultations, and no changes for the worse or problem with your tenure as the manager have been found. That's good. Foss was always the last sinner on my consultation list, and whenever I finished consulting her, she would have me participate in her consultation in turn. There are rather valuable opportunities for me, given that they're pretty much the only times I never get to voice my concerns without hesitation. Not to mention that there are also chances to try to brainstorm how we'd go about resolving them. What about censored Ryoshu? It is. Do you have any further questions? As I was listening to Faust, sitting across from her and cleaning up the documents laid out on my desk, my calendar came into view. Oh, yeah, it's happening pretty soon, isn't it? By it, you're referring to... The Walpurgis night. I feel like it's about time it happened again. It's been happening pretty frequently as of late, to the point where they're occurring once every few days. I don't know how rare this event really is, but I'm starting to develop some sort of intuition as to how often it comes. It seems that you have found yourself a pattern of sorts, Dante. However, the basis by which the Walpurgis night occurs is pure chance. There are no rules that dictate their frequency. Huh, really? But I just have this feeling, an intuition that it's about to happen, you know? First has come to understand that your feeling, Dante, may sometimes yield exceptional results that elude any sort of logical or sensible explanations. However, to find patterns in which there are none is... Faust had just begun her explanation with a barely noticeable grin, which was prematurely cut off by the all-too-familiar alarm and the accompanying lights show of green flashes. You were saying, Faust? It is always a pleasant surprise to encounter such uncertainties. You don't look pleased at all, though. Let us head to the driver's seat. Ah, she's mad because she was wrong. Damn. And with that, she hurriedly stormed out of my room. Sometime later. This is one weird place, huh? Are we in some kind of prison? The air smelled dank. I think we might be underground. I was wondering if we'd get to visit the L Corp headquarters again. Petite, you can't sit on my lap. Come on. Come on my lap, not on the mouse pad. I'm pretty sure that's where we'll be going on our next Walpurgis night. Huh? How do you know that? Doesn't seem like they're taking turns to appear. The patterns tell me that this time we're inside the book of the library, I think. Any thought, Faust? As I have stated earlier, the basis by which the Walpurgis night occurs is pure... The hell are you blathering about? We're going off on tangents and set the question straight, yeah? Always for the sake of efficiency. Immediately and succinctly explicate your point with replying to your superior's questions. Understood? Indeed. This event seems to take place at a period of time where the library existed. However, it does not seem to be the case that we will be facing up the mighties here, as we had done so in the past. Huh? Then what? Wait, shh. Voices, they're close. With everyone hushed, I could hear voices muttering from a distant hallway. It seemed that this place is a place of congregation for an emergent religious group once known as the Church of Gears. The Church of Gears? So do they worship literal gears, or is it more symbolic, like they're worshipping the sacred values of labor or something? Excuse me. Fuzz gazed into the distance, blinked a few times, and continued as though she realized something. Not exactly. They consider themselves to be, as citizens of the city, nothing more than gears. They believe that the misfortunes stem from the fact that there is currently a lot in life has placed them where they do not belong. Such was Fuzz's input. Is she getting all this from the Gesellschaft she mentioned before? Huh, they don't seem too off the mark then. Plenty of people in the city have jobs they're not fit for. Perhaps so. However, do understand that the laity of this religion, the mid-gears, installed the object of worship known as thought gears made from... gears made from humans into their own brain, and... Okay, point taken. You can stop now. Ugh, what was I even thinking? Of course they're just not a bunch of crazies. Rodia brought her hand to her mouth as though she was about to vomit, then shook her head dismissively. Anyways, what are we supposed to be doing here? Or do we kill him? It is uncertain where the end of this scenario lies. However, as your proposed course of action has often led us to solutions, it likely will not be much different this time. Please, a moment. What is the scenario that you have mentioned in passing? Yeah, I got that too. It is only a hypothesis of sorts at the moment. However, please recall the past manifestation of a phenomenon in which we, once the goal determined by the scenario was deemed complete, were immediately returned to the bus corridor. And given that the beginning and the resolution are always identical, as though the scenario is resetting from cycle to cycle, it can be surmised that we're repeating the same scenario. There are other rooms in the back door with similar attributes. Given that they also consist of rooms that repeat certain scenarios until certain objectives completed, it can be said that the prospect of this hypothesis turning out to be correct is not entirely out of the realm of possibilities when it comes to technological limitations. In recollecting, as you say, I've found that there were instances in which we were invariably made to reach the same conclusion, regardless of the specifics of our methodologies in battle. Indeed. Ah, verily! Hast thou not said before, young Faust? Our actions taken within the bounds of the realities manifested by the powers of Walpurgis or not, were indeed events of the past, yet manipulated not the history of the world wherein we do exist. Correct. That is another evidence for the hypothesis that these are but scenarios. So, even if we're to kill those worshippers, they're not actually dying, right? Still carrying that soft heart, aren't you? But it just doesn't seem right. Attacking someone who can speak just like we do without really getting to know what's going on seems, you know. The intent behind your question is understood. Yes, you are correct. Testing, do you copy? An unfamiliar voice suddenly whispered into our ears. Who is this? The heck? Since when do we have this thing in our ears? That's when I realized that sinners were all equipped with something resembling transmitter into their ears. Stefan? What the shit are you guys? It's me, Stefan. Wake up! We gave you a subcontract because you were supposedly much better at blitzes like these. We even made quite the fuss when we were handing it over to you, remember? Come on, let's just do our jobs and go home, okay? Or is this another tantrum about how we're taking 60% of the rewards? I see. This appears to be a rule in the scenario. We know that the Church of Gears is one nut job factory, but don't let the eakiness get into the way of the mission. Got that? We got this straight from Director Eugene of the She Association Section 2. You had to capture this leader alive. If you screw this job up, we can all say goodbye to the payday we've all been looking forward to. I'm leaving it to you, okay? Hey, what does this leader look like? Holy shit, are you insane? Didn't even read the documents we sent you before going in there? I guess they did infiltrate the base without even reading the intel. Maybe the veteran really are just that good. I won't deny the title of a veteran. Oh well, you'll know the moment you lay your eyes on the leader. Veiled face, huge gears in the head, all that. That appears to be an appropriate amount of intelligence to identify this target. Great, then let's do this. Yay! Yay! Petite! Yay! Ah! What the fuck? I don't like it at all. One smoke. What does that do? Max 25, max count 5, at 9 plus potency, firepower plus 1. Takes plus 5% damage for every potency. Okay. Force smoke, improves the smoke count, inflict paralysis. Oh god. Plus 1 for every 3 smoke on the target, max 2. Deal plus 10% damage for every 3 smoke on cells, plus max 2. At 10 smoke, going power plus 2. Consume all smoke on self. Inflict 3 smokes. Reuse coin for every 3 smoke on the target, 3 times max. Okay. What's the dodge do? Gain 3 smoke, smoke count, at 10 smoke, gain clash power plus 1 and 3 protection. Next turn, once per turn. Okay. 30 enemies? Are you kidding me? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Alright. Boop. Beep, beep, boop, 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 bop. Hey, stop it. Aha! Aha! Oh, get him done! What a queen. What an absolute queen. Boop, beep, bap. Boop, beep, boop. Boop, beep, bap. Let's go, baby, let's go. Got him! 7 days till a new season. I'm excited for which idea will be pulled about the release. Yeah, true. Back from another Walpurgis fighting footage. Peak. Peak! Absolute cinema. Big Unity. I'm a little bit EP. It's a big boy. I heard with every season new ideas will be released straight upon the season release. Oh, maybe. I don't know. This is gonna be my first time starting a new season. So now I'm a recent player, so I have no idea. Did you hear what they're gonna do with the Limbus Pass? Yep. I even did a video to cover it. I'm just that cool, dude. It is where it is. Less egos, but tons of good crap. What's your opinion on it? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Like, as they said, the idea is that they wanted to do less egos so they could focus more on the cancer itself, more varieties of enemies. And so if we get two less egos for the purpose of like getting a better story, I think is way fucking better. And on top of that, we're getting more rewards of every other kind. More XP, 2 takeoff modules, we're getting like a shit ton of resources. So I think overall, like, yeah, it's nice that we got, it's unfortunate that we lose 2 egos, but I think it seems, at least that on paper, it's not like, oh, we're just losing it and fuck you know what I mean? Like, it could have been easy for another company to do that, you know what I mean? So I think the trade-off is definitely good. So yeah, I think it's fine. Straight up, I think it's perfectly reasonable. To take off module is great, yeah, absolutely. Lot of resources, lot of XP mats. And yeah, man, I don't remember all the new things we're getting. Let me see. Let me check the recent news. I think it was somewhere here. Was it here? That was just a teaser. Here we go. No. Man, I don't remember where they put it. Was it on their website? Oh, it's here. Alright, let me see. Okay. There we go. So we lose 2 egos, but we get 10 additional pools. 150 thread spinning only shards. More XP value, about 60,000 XP value increase, and 2 takeoff module. So I think overall this is a decent trade. And that also means that we're getting better chapters. So yeah, I think this is good, straight up. So yeah, I think this is great. Like honestly, if they had just said, listen, we're sorry, there's gonna be 2 less egos, we're getting you 10 tickets, and the story is gonna be better, I think would have been enough. But the fact that they give us all of that too is just way fucking insane. It's like they don't know how to make money. They're just like, money? Nah, I'm good. Pretty unsettling. But they didn't give us too much trouble, huh? That's the thing. No, honestly, I think is that they do know how to make money, and they are making money. It's just that I feel like they're not trying their hardest to make sure they bleed you fucking dry. It's like a semi-ethical... It's like as much ethically... It's the most ethical possible way to be a gacha game. They're like, yeah, it's gonna be a gacha game, but don't worry, you just need to buy a battle pass every now and then if you really want to get all the resources, and it's fine. It's just like, yeah, fucking pog. I'm pretty sure they straight up just don't know how to gacha. I mean, I feel like that, like, if you want to just do a gacha for a cash grab, you just do what Genshin does. You just have to literally to copy and paste. Just take any gacha game that makes money and do the exact same system and it would work. It's not like they are forced to do something new by themselves. So, it seems more like a choice than just a failure on their part. But maybe they're just dumb. They don't give us too much trouble, huh? Yeah, my weapon kept slipping out of my hands because I had to stop myself from throwing up. Brains and all the blood and chunks of flesh whatever the gears churned and crushed the... It is ill-advised to mouth what imparts you nothing but displeasure, Sinclair. Which canto is this? This is just after Canto 7. This is Walpurgis Night 5, I believe. Then we're gonna do the health checkup, I think. Past the sinners, who all appear rather exhausted from certain unfatigue-related issues, I saw a shuddering figure. That one must be the leader of this church. Aldis, remember, this is a capture mission. Of course, executive manager. I know an exceptional technique by which I can 100% ensure the survival of the subjects. Possible defense wounds notwithstanding. Please, leave us alone. Stay away! Just as Aldis had begun approaching the leader, her face contorting into a terrifying expression. Oh wow, 13 of you. Well, those friends must have spent quite a fortune hiring you all. Oh shit, hot! There was a flash of light, and in the blink of an eye, someone had kicked Aldis to the side and embraced the leader in their arms. Could you be the person my father was talked about? I guess. Fie! I cannot well see whom this figure is. Yet, such power has to be. Sorry, friends. I do appreciate your welcome, but I'm going to have to leave with this friend over here instead. Make way for us, will you? Absolutely not. Aldis aggressively strides toward the shadowy intruder. The details were fuzzy and shadowed, but I was pretty sure this figure was holding a massive scythe. Cool beans. What a great welcome. I'm about to shed a tear. Well then. The intruder begins to raise his scythe, his voice untainted by even a tinge of battle anxiety. And we found ourselves back at the corridors. It seemed that this is where the scenario ends. Damn it! What indignity! Nay, young Altis, this is not to be humiliated of. While I am not entirely confident of this speculation, for I was availed not else save for the silhouette, that strength, that composure. Forsooth, the silhouette of this foe. The silhouette of this foe! I had borne witness to this magnificence in the past in the magazines. Color! Thou hast almost engaged in duel with the color fixer! Recovering your memories clearly hasn't diminished your love of fixers one bit, huh? Silence! 'Tis irrelevant! Anyhow, young Faust, thou hast said as such in the past, that a repeated visit would be our benefit as long as this night is in effect. Forsooth? Forsooth? Daddy's so happy. I love her so much. Oh my god. She's the best, dude. Indeed. Well, should I be granted the chance to behold the countenance of this figure, it should be of no trouble for I to determine which of the illustrious color fixers is the one with the great certainty. May I perchance be guaranteed the opportunity to approach this figure in young Altis' stead? There is no reason to deny the request, though I am of the belief that the identity of the individual will not be revealed regardless of the choice we make in the scenario. I feel so fucking sick today, chat. I'm sorry. Woohoo! Don Quixote just as passionate as ever, huh? But Faust's expression maintains its stony coolness, highlighting the contrast. It seems like she was deep in contemplation. So I sought to ask, is something on your mind, Faust? If the scenario's hypothesis is correct, perhaps the conclusion we have just seen may be a hint of sorts. A hint? Perhaps the overt contrivance of this conclusion implies a tacit threat or warning, posed against us that the tale may be forced to continue regardless of our own actions. Bye, Kate. Have a great time. There may be an incident in the future in which SCB's journey comes to an untimely halt due to her failure to find a conclusion in the Walpurgis night event. It appears the access to that information is still locked. I'm having some trouble following your train of thought. It is alright. When the time comes, Dante, it may be the case that your intuition will bring proof to this hypothesis, as it has today. Yeah. However, it seems that verifying Don Quixote's hypothesis takes precedent for the moment. Manager Esquire, pride thee! Move with haste! Now! Haste, I say! Ugh, can we have a second before we... Watching Don Quixote's enthusiasm, I decide to table the more complicated thought for later. Like I always do. Faust is right. Might do as well for me to have some more faith in my own intuition for now. Okay, that was interesting. The site is cool, dude! I like the girl too. Vanquish 23 out of 30. Disgusting. I'm a piece of shit. Okay! We're finally getting into LCB regular checkup. Proper intervallo. So we'll be able to spend some stuff here. I'm gonna take a short break to take some more meds. I gotta take some of my I gotta take my asthma meds as well as my anti-allergies meds. So I'll be here in the Jiffy chat. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, crap. Meow! Brr, meow! Welcome back. Thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really quickly, because I'm here, I want to do... We'll do a little video real quick, okay, chat? Let's do that here. Okay, guys, hi YouTube, hi guys, hi boys, hi girls, hi everybody, MBs in between and all the good stuff. We had the drip marketing for Lupa, and I didn't talk about it, so I want to do that right now. So, post-lament and Tropocene stars intertwine, just ignore the attention warrior. This victory is ours to savor. Lupa Archive. The Star Gladiator of Septimont, a warrior with a pure heart, untamed spirit, intense passion, and immense potential. She will relentlessly pursue the things she admires, cherishing each moment that allows her to indulge in competition and self-expression on stage. Okay, and there she is, Lupa! Dude, she looks so good, it's actually insane. I absolutely adore it. This is crazy considering that I was like... I'm gonna have to skip her. There's just no shot, because I won't Catchin. Life is hard, life is really hard, but she looks insane, oh my god. So clearly she's gonna be a fire character, right? Just ignore the attention word, the victory is ours to savor. She looks so cool, I gotta zoom on her. Like, look at her, I love that like she's using a spear, but it's actually a flag, she's like a flag bearer, kinda. Like the fire wolves like spawning from her. I could actually see her kind of being like an upgraded version of Mortefi. Like a fire of field damage dealer that can buff her team. Because like the fact that she's wearing like she has a flag bearer, I could see that as being like more of a passive, like supportive role. And maybe she can throw like those fire wolf from off field coordinated attack. What's really cool with the design, actually, like, first of all, she's redhead. She has a nice headband. I kind of really like the outfit. Like, she has massive fucking drip. And also, if you look here, her tacet mark is, like, on her side right there, which is really cool. Like, it goes from, like, almost near the under booba until, like, on the side of her thigh here, of her waist, I should say. Really, really, really beautiful. I think we also had, like, a little bit of a video here. But generally speaking, they don't show much. But yeah, let's have a look. I do like the music. Damn, she's cool. So she's gotta be a fire character, right? Now the thing I'm wondering is like what the weapon type actually is going to be. Because here clearly she's wearing like a spear. But we don't have a spear type. Unless this ends up being kind of like a... Like, I mean, we have a lot of things, like, obviously, what's her name? Zanny, that we got recently, she's a gauntlet user, but she fights with, like, her shield sword. So it could be something of the sort where, like, she's actually, like, maybe that lance is gonna be considered a, I don't know, a claymore user or something like that. I'm not sure, because we're getting Catchin, and I think Catchin is probably gonna be a claymore user. So I feel like this girl has to be a different type of weapon. I mean, it could be anything. That's the thing, right? Maybe she's going to be a sword user. Maybe Catchin is going to be a sword user and Lupa is going to be a claymore user. I honestly have no idea. So let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I really, really dig the double ponytail. Cool haircut, cool design. She looks absolutely crazy on this too. Like, the expression on her face is so good. Like, she could be like a fiery, kind of like Tsun or just badass girl. I don't know, but I really, really, really dig it. So yeah, I'm suffering. Maybe I'll try to skip Chaco now and try to get Catchin and Lupa. I'm not sure. Maybe I can try to get Chaco now on a rerun or something. So yeah. Honestly, that's pretty much all I have to say on this here. And if we get any new information about Lupa, I'll do a follow-up video. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, also, very quickly, they do mention Septimont here. And for those who don't know, Septimont is a city-state of Raguna, which means that we're very, very likely to be getting Septimont as a explorable region very, very soon with next patch, right? So we'll be getting Catchin, Lupa, and the Septimont region as a big update. So very, very exciting. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below, like, subscribe, all the good. I'll see you next time. Cheers. Alright, sorry about that. I just wanted to make that video. Thank you for the bread. I appreciate it, Brenta. I do like bread. Nice little toast for the kitty. Nice little toasty tea for the kitty tea. Bread! Indeed! Give me 1 second, chat. Pan? Loaf? Pain? Loaf? Yeah, you know how cats loaf? You know what I mean? Okay, let me show you. Like, cats loafing. Yeah, it's when they sit like this. So that's why, like, the bread is like, it's me loafing. That's my version of it. Fuck. Okay, we're good. Man, I love when cat just loaf. Il tuo pane, your bread. I am bread. True. Okay, let's get into this. Data collection. Alright, new intervallo. Let's have a look-see. What is this guy again? Poise. Someone mentioned his passive before. Gain haste next turn for 3. No, here. The fastest ally on Clash win gains 1 haste next turn. Oh, that's pretty good. Up to 2 times per turn. That is pretty nice. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Duh. I look from beyond the glass windows at the sinners battle furiously inside the large indoor arena. Oh, okay. You damn imbeciles! What's the point of everyone rushing at the same enemy that's already staggered and nearly dead? First attack that entirety first. The blames lie flatly with the others delayed decisions. Apologies, yet concerned was I that don't dispose swiftly of that foe would. I think this is a great show of teamwork. I had no idea how hopeless the sinners were in battle without my command. Damn it! Why won't any of you listen to my orders? Oi! Your Jesus' order was how two lasses head ended up dangling from 1/4 of a neck? It was a necessary sacrifice to gain an edge in battle. Were it not! How befitting of a hero it is to perish in place of a compatriot. Don Quixote falls before the merciless onslaught of enemies. Oh my god. Yeah, she is not going well. Wait. Under signing into Google... Security code, there it is. Why is this so hard to fucking get, dude? Penne, Italian, pain, French, pan, Spanish, and then English be like bread. True! Sorry about that. Okay, let's go. I had so many things I wanted to say to them, most of which were a variation of you're doing it wrong, but I had no choice but to watch as their woefully abyssal decisions continue to bungle the fight. I tried this research next to me. If I try, this researcher next to me will get in my way, claiming that they haven't finished collecting the data. This one's reaction speed to emergencies is exceptionally fast. So, can I help them now? Will you stop pacing and compose yourself? We're almost done here. There should be more than enough data. Take control, manager. I had a lot I wanted to say, but Let's help the sinners out of this bind first. Oh, we're fighting Picatulum again? Fucking goddammit. Okay, let's see. What are they doing? Bonk, burn, 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 burn. Okay. Alright, let me see. This guy is fast, attacking Dawn. Struggling. Damn. Neutral. Okay, let's go with this then. That should be fine here, right? That works. I'll place this here. Okay, I need to deal with this and this. Okay, good enough. Let's do that here, and she can deal with this there. Okay, let's go. It's one of my favorite intervallo. Really? Well, I'm expecting great things then. Bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. Get up! Fuck him up! Good luck in your journey. Thank you so much, somebody. I appreciate it. Ooh. Ooh. Big damage. Insane. Okay, let's see here. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Unopposed. Who is this guy attacking? My girl? Okay, there we go. What do you mean? Did I misclick? Let me... Oh, I did. I missaw for some reason. No, I did not missaw. Okay, we're good. Boop. Favorite, let's do that. The rest is relatively fine. 5, 5, 5. Can she deal with this? She can. Neutrales. Favored. Favored. This will go... Here? 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 Here. There? Yeah. It doesn't even reach the Heathcliff Canto. You get to my favorite part? Fair enough. I mean, Renta said it's his favorite intervallo. He didn't say it's the best part of the story, period. The favorite intervallo. Heathcliff is not a intervallo, it's a canto. Right? So both could be true. Was Heathcliff's canto my favorite canto? Honestly, I think I preferred... I know I'm a terrible person, but I think I preferred Canto 7. But I think they're very close. They're very close, for sure. It's hard to pick a favorite among multiple picks, right? Multiple pick, multiple absolute cinema. Hopeless. Just shield. Fuck it. Forever hero. Forever hey hero. My favorite interval is Nocturnal Sweeping and Regular Checkup. I haven't played Nocturnal Sweeping yet. It's later, right? My favorite interval so far... Time Killing Time was pretty good, I guess. I mean, the two you mentioned are after Come to 7. I'll get there after this one. What were the others? The Christmas one was kind of whatever. I don't know. Oh, who's being a bitch? You're kind of being a bitch over there. Unopposed. Fire counter. Whatever, good enough. Alright, let's go. I agree, and do you know that the rain, they used to be purple? The rain? Maybe? I don't know. Training go! Okay. Let's fucking go! That went well. As expected of our executive manager, the exceptional development of your strategic genius reminds me of the earlier years of my career. Thanks. Wow, got anything to snack on, guys? I'm starving here after that brawl. You will maintain an empty stomach for the duration of the tests. Next on the docket is... I would have asked Morsaud for a massage if I knew this was coming. Whose idea was this, anyway? Well, if you really want to get into it, we can trace this right back to your vacation request, Gregor. Not that this wouldn't have happened without that, but yeah. Okay, it is very Kurokumo reliant. It is. Oh, come on, fellas. There's gotta be more than that. Sure there was. Not that it would have made any difference. Because, like Ishmael said, this all began with Gregor's particularly egregious stretching. Stretching? What do you mean? Wow. Regular health checkup. Let's see. Wow, that sound just now. I didn't know a human body could make a sound like that. Oh, I was just doing some touches. I can't seem to do without making these noises nowadays. Huh? What do you mean you can't? That right there is the creaking sound of time's ravages, Sink. I know Dante's been turning the clock to wind our time, but I feel like my joints are starting to grate. I know what you mean. I definitely don't feel as spry as I used to. Maybe the pain from repeatedly dying and reviving takes a toll after all. Yeah, dying sure is a pain. That's when Honglu flippantly threw out an innocent comment amidst the complaining sinners. Speaking of which, isn't it funny how Don Quixote's totally fine even though she's 100 of years old? She's got to be the oldest of us by a lot, right? Ahem! Harley's impromptu catapulting of such a heavy subject brought the busy air inside the bus to a sudden stifling halt. I thought we were gonna take some time to actually parse the subject, but you just bulldozed through the whole mess. Huh. I must have made things awkward. I didn't realize everyone was so sensitive about the age. Tis not to concern thyself with. Be not so. Of course, there was also someone who could not care less about the bus's air quality. Oi, Scoot! What's my designated seat you're planting your arse in? Or what ye? On the other hand, here's this guy without a care in the world. It almost makes me wonder if he even remembers what just happened. Well, maybe this is your chance to get back at him for treating you harshly. Don Quixote, I'm sure you can... Think, I've never seen your eyes sparkle like that before. I am quite fond of the current temperament of a company. Unless young Heathcliff here suddenly morphs into a villainous scoundrel, I have nary a wish to exact violence upon him, and... Right, what's it over with? Also shut up and keep the chin wag to a minimum, yeah? Seems plenty villainously dickish to me. Anyways, am I the only one thinking it's about time we got the thing? The thing? Well, you know, the thing that we tried a while ago. We didn't get to enjoy due to some unforeseen issues. Deathmatch? Not that. Don't you remember? We even played volleyball by the big body of water. Contextual clues suggest that he's making a request for a vacation. Yep, absolutely, yep. Let's all go to a spa or something. Relax, get massages to loosen up our muscles some. Please? You see, I have expectations for our employees. Aha! I recall that young Mersault had given thee quite the exquisite massage, has he not? I have an astute knowledge of the major muscle groups and nerve structure of the human body. For many weeks following that massage, my body was deprived of any sensory stimulation. You just numb his nerve for weeks? Thus understood it was, the philosophy of Mersault physical therapy, that the most infallible methodology of convalescence from pain is to remove any and all stimulation, including that of pain. It seemed that the time is here. Virgilius. Thunder! Thunder! Yes, I knew that the day would eventually come. The day is here. Fum. Why is everyone acting so serious all of a sudden? Rogen's observation is correct. While turning the clock does indeed turn the time, a certain degree of exacerbating fatigue cannot be alleviated. This necessitates that we employ a certain measure to refine the status of each sinner. What? What could it possibly be that it needs this much build-up? In other words, it is time for Limbus Companies. Dramatic gulping noises. Regular checkup. Regular checkup? We did get a call from the higher-ups a while ago, requesting that we send the sinners in for a regular checkup. But it was repeatedly delayed due to several limiting circumstances on our end. Okay. They've been obnoxiously hounding us for quite some time. I was starting to get tired of explaining our absence. Checkups? What checkups? Don't be so on edge, Heathcliff. Such proceedings are regular occurrences at most corporations. I've never personally experienced it myself, but sounds like they're just checking to see how we're doing health-wise. I turned around getting ready to say, right, Ishmael? Oh my god, she's not happy about it. Only to come face to face with Ishmael's shocked expression frozen onto her face. Well, this is unexpected. I thought Ishmael, with her worldly experiences, would leap onto this opportunity to lecture us all about how things worked inside Limbus Company. Regular checkups are... Oh, you're gearing up to explain what it is. Coolio. You got 30 seconds to wrap it up. Ready, set, go. Kizoto Shirai! Thank you so much for the raid, I appreciate it. I hope you had a great stream yourself. Welcome! Welcome! Forever my hero. Forever my hero. Do 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 do. Yeah. You will also play Limbus Company. Yo! Woo! Cool beans! What were you up to? Snuggle Fox, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. No. Not a regular checkup. Miss Ishamel's expression seems to suggest otherwise, Miss Rudia. Why is the evil laughter? What's happening? The Sanguine Theater? For some reason that gives me vibes of the Nightmare King from... It was what? The Nightmare Troupe? Sanguine Theater? Quite nice, probably my last Mirror Dungeon Infinity until the next season. Ooh, fair enough. It's last week, right? True. Although, next season, we won't get the Mirror Dungeon right away, right? It will take at least 3 weeks before we get it, I guess. Maybe even longer. I hope not too long. But yeah. Okay. I did hear that some Fixers Officers Association employ varying methodologies when it comes to regular checkups, depending on their characteristics. Locked up, until there's only one left standing. Locked. Blood of my colleagues, the only key to escape. What kind of checkup did G have to go through? You do it by you do it by a weekly basis? Yeah, makes sense. Ishmael wasn't the only one responding with a pale-faced abject horror at the suggestion. Do you even understand what kind of regular checkups you're getting into? I'm asking you feel prepared to go through the regular checkup, no matter what happens in the process. Are you prepared to endure through everything that? What's wrong with this bloke now? Oh, he's looking all pale. I don't understand why everyone's making such a big deal out of this. I don't think it's that bad. Bye, Snuggle. Enjoy work. Or, I mean, good luck with work. The Hongdu's Days of Counting. Yeah, dude, I'm so excited for Canto 8. I think we used to have annual health checkup back in school, too. What kind of checkups? They'd put us all in the same room, measuring heights, weights, running some basic fitness tests. Loaf! Hi! Pretty, wherefore do they seek the measures of such characteristics? Must you really ask? A full knowledge and analysis of each soldier's status is indispensable intelligence for officers to have on hand. Hey, Soul Mandarin, hi! Hag Outis? Howdy's great, I love her. What soldiers? I was talking about my school. Right, don't explain shite about what you need to know, Dad, does it? What the find it necessary to spray people with so stinking chemicals just to see if someone's got lice in the clothes? He must have gone through his share of rough checkups too as a kid, I guess. You all keep asking questions with the most obvious answers. In fact, I've been wondering what they would test us. When they would. I just confidently marched up to the front of the other sinners with an assertive grin, as though she'd been waiting for this very moment. How are you doing? Pretty good, thank you. No, actually pretty bad. I've got asthma and allergies and feeling sick. But apart from that, great. I might feel physically ill, but mentally speaking, absolutely ill. But in a good way. Yatta! I discover blah 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 blah. The true purpose of this checkup must be to elect a true authority amongst us. A true authority? By your parlance, true authority, could it be that you are questioning whom among us is our leader? But I'm standing right here. I humbly request that you avoid playing yourself with any unnecessary misunderstanding about my suggestion, Executive Manager. Of course, I must preface this with the declaration that there cannot be an iota of doubt toward Executive Manager's Dante authority. You're mentally unstable and about to corrode? Fuck, I hope so. Okay. But was this not always a topic of great contention among us? That which of us is most fit to command this squad of sinners? Isn't it Ishmael? Or maybe Faust? That's what I thought too. This lack of cohesion is precisely why we always fail to face our enemies as a team. Always scrambling, always underprepared, always taken by surprise. You must always be ready to drop to the ground and give 500 push-ups whenever your superior commands you to do so. Always maintain the willingness to sacrifice your well-being and life for the sake of the glorious victory of our allies. It's all missing. Where is your readiness for self-sacrifice? No one's arguing with you, Otis. Who are you even talking to? Aha! So to summarize, the regular checkup entails putting us all in a small room and making us fight to the last sinner standing. Sounds fell upon us at Honglu's succinct summary. Battle Royale. Oh, damn. I've been looking forward to this. Fuck it. I'll give you lot one hell of a fight. My fist used to be bloody and famous in the back streets. Fine. So that's how we're doing this, huh? I'm ready to roll. Guys, this isn't... Okay, so where are we off to? The battle... excuse me. The regular checkups takes place at... The sinners seemed to be under some serious misunderstanding about what the regular checkup entailed, but Foss had obviously long given up on correcting them. The headquarters. The headquarters you speak of must be the headquarters of Limbus Company. Yes. Oh, we're finally getting to visit the headquarters, huh? A whole year after they hired us. We should be right on time upon immediate departure. This instant, thou sayest, yet mine heart is fain prepared. Prithee, allow us some time to prepare our travel provisions. Where's the HQ anyway? Hopefully it's not too far from here. That is a secret. However, I would like to inform you that it exists in a location inaccessible via Mephistopheles. Ah, come on. How are we supposed to get there if you're not going to tell us where it is? Inaccessible via Mephistopheles. You're not about to suggest that we board the warp trains again, are you? Fie! I shan't ever board the warp trains again! If in that tweet you know how many there was? Genshin posted about the Wild Hunt event with purple lighting monster and Limbus raiding the entire Twitter comment section with how wild Hunt. Yeah, I've seen that. I have seen that. I only saw a few Wild Hunt comments, but I've seen that tweet. It's pretty silly Billy. Oh god, I still have asthma, it fucking sucks. I think today might be a shorter stream because I don't want to push myself too much. Indeed, we will not be boarding a warp train for this journey. So, are we taking the back doors or something? Yeah, good point. I take them doors instead. A sound suggestion. However, in lieu of sufficient information regarding each door, the destination may hold an element of randomness. Or due to the variable nature of its activation period, the resultant destination may not reflect our intended end coordinates. Or an unexpected closure mid-passage through the fray may behoove us to bid the company our last farewells and embark on an untimely journey of no return. Are you sure this is a sound suggestion? I'd rather take the bloody train instead. I just won't remember what happened once it's over and done with. Battle Royal. So, further research was necessary to ensure safe transportation to the intended destinations. Further research? Are you implying that you made modifications to the back door? A close assessment. However, it would be more accurate to say that the back door was merely used as a reference. How did you even make the time for research? Weren't you doing everything with us the whole time? LCN first established multiple communication with a certain new wing aspirant company during the spare hours between our travels to gather multiple cooperation efforts regarding the stabilization of the back door. A new wing? Are they looking to take over L Corp's vacancy or something? Quite sharp, Gregor, but the direction of your intuition could be improved. It is a company seeking to seize the imminent vacancy of the ever-declining W Corp. Ooh. W Corp. Is that so? Yeah, that makes sense. Stories of W Corp's decline have been spreading more and more as of late. I'm not surprised that some companies would consider this to be an opportunity. Newspapers also feature op-eds regarding a possible management crisis at W Corp, with many of them discussing the mysterious disappearance as well. I see, so they've been furtively planning and preparing to take over W Corp's position as a wing. But to supplant the wing even before it falls on its own, that's certainly peculiar. They must have something, a scheme, perhaps, in the works, and to ally with such ambitious parties is the headquarters looking to start a war of the wings? At this moment, I'm not privy to such details. Miss Altis, we needn't make a prediction in such rashness. Recall that W Corp has been mired in troubles both internal and external, having fallen to such a desperation as to seek the assistance of a company. It is no wild presumption to predict that it shall crumble here at the advent of such violent pandemonium. But indeed, inefficiency is the bane of technology that brings ruination to those that fail to overcome it. Our research effort, however, were quite efficient and successful. Its mechanisms are similar to that of the back door. It eliminates the corridor, instead establishing a direct connection from one door to another. A portal, if you will. Ooh. Oh, so resolve all the aforementioned side effects then? Not quite. Similar difficulties to the aforementioned cases were observed. Sometimes the accuracy of the target destination coordinate were lacking, or in other cases the activation period would be cut short, causing the door to shut prematurely and amputate the subject as they were traversing between doors. There has been much progress in stabilization efforts, however, minimizing pentasections incidents. Most recent incidents have been limited to bisections. Oh god. Yoo-hoo! Hi-yahoo! Bisection certainly is an improvement over pentasection. It is. They both sound equally awful to me. I would not behold mine own left and right shoes so cruelly sundered, forced to be so far apart upon coming to the headquarters. Well, well. All this idle chatter of unnecessary concern to me that your bus life may have been too uneventful lately. Ahem! Looks like the research arrived while you were wasting time. I saw a large and unfamiliar vehicle through the window. Is that the vehicle? It's got no windows, though. How tiresome. Now off to the bus. Off the bus. Okay. Bruh, I'm feeling so sick! Reward earned. Oh god. I'm sorry guys, I'm honestly having like trouble staying focused because of how bad I fucking feel. I think I'm gonna have to call it short today. I just have asthma, which makes it actually kind of hard to talk since I have trouble breathing. And I think I just need to fucking lay down in bed and rest. Yeah, I gotta take a break for sure. So I'm gonna go lay down straight up. I'm really sorry for that. But hopefully I get better, I get healthier, and I come back tomorrow better. I apologize. So yeah, I'll see you